There's a place called Cleveland Town, and if you go down there, you better just beware of a team called the Cleveland Browns. They came alive in 85 and 86, they're going for more. Bring on the Broncos, Bengals, Bears, the Dolphins, Steelers, we don't care because we're going to the Super Bowl. They're the best Cleveland Browns, baddest football team around. Better than a team should be. They're gonna win the AFC. Now the Browns are known throughout the league for their fearsome running backs. Nothing could be finer than a run by Ernest Miner and a big Kevin Mack attack. We got Bernie the Kid, and I'm glad we did. He's as talented as he is cool. In the clutch is quite a twosome when he throws to Ozzie Newsome. Brian Brennan, Webster Slaughter too. They're the bad Cleveland Browns, baddest football team around.
Okay, we have Madeline from Virginia. She's going to answer a couple questions here.
I hope it's not trivia.
And there's no trivia questions. This is all personal opinion. Okay, we have John on the siren.
Get out of here!
Okay, we're going to try again.
Take 2.
Oh, we don't edit it.
Yeah, there's no editing. Okay, first question. It's an easy question. Give us your Browns resume. Where are you from? How long have you been coming down? How long have you been a Browns fan?
Okay, I've been a Browns fan since I knew what football was, down in little old Virginia Beach.
Okay.
My grandma's from Willowick, and she went to Collinwood High School. I don't know, class of like 45.
The Collinwood Railroaders?
Yes.
Wow, right
I'm
here.
going to take a picture on the steps tomorrow.
Nice.
Okay, so Bernie Kosar. I mean,
That is acceptable.
is the camera rolling?
The camera. Well, we thought that was going to be a really good shot there for a second. Whoa. This is not G-rated. Okay, next question. Well, we're not going to ask you one of them because it doesn't make sense. What players today are going to be key to the Browns' victory?
Absolutely Mayfield. That's all I have to say.
Don't feel bad. Everybody has said that first. I don't think anybody did not.
I mean,
say
the leader
that
is everything, right?
The
And
leader.
he's just gonna calm everybody down, and he's just gonna get it to who he needs to get it to.
John, are you hearing this?
Oh, yes.
She might have to be a regular. This is perfect. All right.
I'm gonna call in.
We're gonna skip the what's your tailgate menu today because you have beer. Right?
Well, it's some kind of beverage, adult beverage.
Some kind of beverage was on their tailgate menu, which is perfect. Most important question that we're going to ask anybody today, what is the final score of today's game and who wins?
Oh, okay, now I have to tell you. Being from the South, Phillip Rivers, I love him. I think he's great, mad respect, so I'm glad to be able to see him, but we will beat him and the Chargers. And, I keep wanting to say San Diego, but I know it's...
All right, well, we're not live, but now we are!
That's all you get?
So
That's all we get? Really?
Hey, we don't want to pay royalties anyway. We don't want to pay royalties anyway. Stop! Stop!
Hey.
We don't want to pay royalties. God darn it!
To who? Cool in the gang?
Yeah.
I don't think,
Whoever owns their rights, man.
It's like 17 cents.
Trying to get us blasted. You're trying to get us kicked off YouTube, Facebook, and
Right.
Well, we can't get kicked off Vim because they're decentralized. So take that, America. What's up, Tiana? What's up, Tom? What's up, Glenn? Jim, you got a special sound or a special video that you're going to be playing to kick us off, right?
This is for.
Oh, here we go.
This is for. The
Glenn already
Pittsburgh-
says, "What's up, you Baker haters?"
Okay.
We'll
This
talk
is
about
for
that. We're going to talk about that tonight.
The Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay.
Okay.
Keep in mind.
All right. And he muted himself. Oh, that is loud.
Hope we could drink to that. All right, we won't make it play too long. But you get the point.
We don't own the rights to that music either. Thank
Man,
you,
you guys are-
Metallica.
For you motherfuckers.
You guys are
Whoa.
like, you guys like bound and determined to get us kicked off of Facebook and
Whoa.
YouTube. That's awesome.
Well, the disclaimer is we do not own the rights to any of these songs.
Our 10 viewers are going to
We
be
do not.
pissed. Like I said, Tiana, Tom, Glenn, anyone else who might be tuned in that I can't see on YouTube and Vim, share it with your friends. Invite your
wanna
Browns
wish it-
fan
Oh,
friends.
reminder, it's not
Welcome
a
to
family
Wednesday.
show. Sorry, dudes.
Welcome to Wednesday Night Quarterback.
Hey, special holiday greetings to Glenn because we miss him.
Yeah, we do.
And
Yeah,
tonight's show is brought to you by Olfactory Hughes from the Holy City Brewing Company in North Charleston, South Carolina.
Looks delicious.
Great Lakes Christmas Ale. How about you? It's better with Kevin.
Well,
What do you got tonight? What's in the plastic cup?
it's a green cup tonight instead of red
Nice.
or blue. It's a holiday mix of Pinot and
A little something else.
it's
Pinot and sleeping pills. What do you got on the agenda for us tonight, John?
All right, well, let's go to the next slide. So, if you want to join live, Mervar's trying to get in again.
this
Go to
is the
Zoom.
important-
You go to Zoom.us,
He
and
needs this
actually
one.
the Zoom code is at the top. It should be at the top through the broadcast. So you go to Zoom.us, and the room number is 599-401-010.
You know, guys, come on. 12 months of this shit, and you guys gotta know how to get into a room number at this point in time.
I love
He'll
it.
be
I
fine.
love it. I
He's
love
sitting-
it. Yell at
he's
those
sit-
mothers.
Yeah.
Isn't he sitting next to you at the table? What does he need to get in for?
Tiana's here. Tom's here. Glenn's here.
All right.
Where's
Well-
Mike? Mike, you here?
I'm right here.
Hey, Mike,
Is
calling
he
from a
Is he,
cellar.
is he in your bathtub?
It's Mike from jail.
I took the ball gag off.
There he is. There he is.
Global telling.
This was a well-oiled machine.
Global telling.
So
Once again,
in case you
what do
were
you-
wondering,
what
the
you got?
agenda is quotes, stats, stories, predictions, Brian.
And
And
I
definitely, this is definitely not a family show tonight.
we're gonna
So if
start
my-
with quotes.
If my sister is listening,
Oh my
definitely
God.
don't listen anymore.
She's
Don't
not here
listen.
yet.
Please,
She's not
let's
here
get
yet.
into the quotes.
All right, let's get
Please.
into the quotes.
We needed 7 points, not field goals. We were able to accomplish that, and the defense, vice versa, stopped them from getting touchdowns.
Boy, it's a tough one.
Jimmy
Don't be
knows
looking
because
at
he
the answer.
already
Don't be looking at
fast
the answer.
forwarded.
He did.
No.
No, I know you don't. I know you don't.
That's good. That is Chubb.
All right, we
Oh,
got a
boom.
Chubb.
It's-
Is the Merv listening? What's your guess? Who said that?
I guess, Kareem.
Oh, great. The backfield is
Team
taken care of.
Chunt. You guys guessed Team Chunt.
So far, Team Chunt is
Still
covered
waiting
for.
to see any. We are on a 30-second delay, so we got a delay for a little bit. But I
So
don't see any guesses.
Chunt is still like a word that we're still using. Okay.
I've
Yeah,
adopted
we're still
it.
using the
I've
word
adopted it.
Chunt. All
right, Baker
Mayfield.
Baker,
It was
the
Baker.
touchdown maker on the win versus the Giants. All right, next one. This is an easy one. I want you to know her name, though. Yesterday was just a dream. I love you, Wyatt Teller. Well, could be Baker. could be Chubb, Hunt, or Baker.
No, that's Stefanski.
That's a good one. Like, I have no freaking idea who would say that. Was it someone from Twitter, John?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, it was on Instagram.
Was it Mary Kay Cabot? Okay.
Oh,
no,
no,
it wasn't.
no, it was not.
All right.
It was on Instagram.
Instagram.
And it was it a female?
It was.
Was it someone that we all know?
John's wife.
Is
My
it
wife?
Yes.
Suzanne Spalding?
Suzanne Spalding.
Okay.
No.
She loves her some Wyatt Teller, let me tell you.
Who
Was
doesn't?
it
Who doesn't?
was it Dubs?
It
Brian's
may-
dog.
I love you, Wyatt Teller.
All right, what do we got, John?
All right, that
moving right
was his girlfriend Carly Whiting on becoming engaged to Wyatt Teller at First Energy Stadium yesterday.
Wow.
Congratulations, Carly and Wyatt.
Nice.
Moving right along.
Next.
I just have to say, like, we
Oh.
have to keep.
Tom L put Teller's fiance. It was probably right before I started reading it, so he got that
He
one
probably
right.
did get it.
I
We
will
have
give-
to
'Cause
keep
it's on
that.
delay.
That
I'm
guy
giving
has to
Tom-
be kept healthy. Okay,
I'm giving
if he-
Tom 1 point.
or happy. If he's happy, then I'm good. I'm good. It's good.
Glenn said, oh no, Tom says I'm late. Happy Festivus. Glenn says, speaking of airing of grievances, I've got a lot of problems with you people.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Great.
sure he does.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Next.
Well, the poll is over here, and you're way over there. So
Next.
fuck you.
Next quote. Next quote. 42's the mic. 42's the mic.
I would say 42 and 6 is a great song by Tool, but
Who are they
it's a
talking
good song.
about, and who
Favorite
said it?
That would be what's his fuck? That's Colt McCoy screaming about what's his name?
What's his name?
Shit.
Oh
Who's
my-
42?
No, it's
Who's 42? He's the mic.
not Mitchell.
Let's
You
see
know-
if the fans can get it before you.
I'm not going to answer it. I
Hey.
know what the answer is.
Jimmy
I know what
do
the
too.
answer is.
Glenn wants to challenge Jimmy Kitchenberg to feats of strength.
Okay.
Tell-
We can do that. We can do that.
Do we hear it any time?
Virtual Paul. Virtual Paul.
Oh, my
So we
God.
can do that.
Carl
42's
Joseph.
the mic.
Carl Joseph!
Yeah,
got
there
it.
we go.
That was gonna drive
That
me
was
nuts.
QB Colt McSuck talking about Carl Joseph and
Finally.
identifying him as the Mike linebacker.
Could
on
not
certain
remember who he was, but I should have known because he balled out.
Plays. All right. On that note, I thought I made some plays to help our team win.
I agree, Brian. I thought he was the player of the game on defense.
Oh, Glenn got it right. He said Carl Joseph.
I'll give Glenn a half a point.
He's
I'll
on
split it
delay.
with him.
He's on delay, so he actually
is.
he's a viewer, so he gets a full point. You get half a point.
I thought I made some plays to help our team win. I'm gonna go jump in with both feet and say Higgins.
Oh, Higgins made some badass catches, man.
But
It's not him.
He did. He did, by the way.
Higgins made some badass catches.
And I thought Higgins was a badass dude in that game.
He was
but
ready. He caught some passes and got some first downs, and I was like,
Yep.
man.
well, am I at least?
I
in the
made
right,
some plays to help our
You're
team.
not on the right side of the ball. Not on the right side of the ball.
Okay.
This
Okay.
guy, I would have to say, is like Nick Harris or somebody
Wait.
that came
He's
in
not
like,
on the right side of the ball by picking.
How about
Oh,
Sheldrick?
okay, he's on defense?
Sheldrick Redwine.
Oh, okay.
He played a hell of a game, too.
I don't know how much he helped us, but okay.
He
He
played a.
he helped on that fourth down.
You guys want
He
to see
did.
the answer?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
see it.
Okay.
I did a little loop-de-doop.
Carl
Joseph
Joseph. Again.
on his performance
4-2.
versus New
You
York
did.
Giants.
You did. You rope-a-doped us there.
And he
Two.
did.
4.
He had some awesome plays. So
He did.
He had a career game. And
Tom-
we needed.
Tom
we
P
needed it.
says they kept saying, it must be talking about the announcers. He goes, they kept saying the veteran QB Colt McCoy.
He is.
He's been in the league for 14 years. He
You
only
can't,
started
you can't
for
call him
one.
Colt McSuck on TV, I guess.
I thought Colt was fine. He just, he is what he is.
The Giants are the Giants.
and
they're
that too,
not a
but-
great football team.
All right, I'll
They
take
are-
this one. I'll take this one, John.
Once
right.
again,
He's making really good decisions, being really smart with the ball, and he's making big plays on a big stage at a good time.
I don't think I think I messed this slide up.
Did you?
Yeah, I
that
don't
I
think
know
I put
who
in
that
the-
has to. That has to be Glenn Haynen. Glenn.
So Glenn sabotaged our quotes.
No, the quote is right. I did not change the person's name at the bottom.
Oh, you.
Everybody
you,
drink.
You fucked
All
it
right.
up. You
Yeah,
fucked it
tell
up.
me.
Yeah, so let's see what it says.
So the name at the bottom is wrong.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. So why do we even need to see it? Why can't we just
Okay.
switch?
Well, because I know who said it. Well, I
All
can't
right, let's
switch
go
it.
then. Come on.
Oh, no, I got that right. Sorry, go back. That was backup QB Case Keenum, ensuring he gets his $3 million for coming back to be the backup again next year on Baker Mayfield and his steady approach this year.
Well, of course, that's all. Case Keenum has the greatest job in sports right now. Stand there and clap.
He got $10 million guaranteed for 3 years and is owed another $8 million.
Any backup quarterback has the best job in the world because.
Yeah. Unless you're Colt McCoy.
Well, I mean, yeah, but look at
Or Dwayne Haskins, who can't stay out of the script club.
You don't have to do shit, and you make $3 million a year. I mean, come on. All right.
Hey, can you go to the next slide and then go back up to this slide because I didn't switch them around.
Well, I did go to this slide, which is what you wanted.
Yeah, go down
the
2
quotes.
slides. Go down 2 slides.
You want the offense.
There should be one more slide under that. Yeah, see, I didn't switch them, so we're gonna have to do this.
So
slide
that should be above the slide that I just did. Okay. So you're telling. Okay.
So we got 20-6. The Browns led the whole game.
I thought you guys were chiming about how a well-oiled machine this was this week.
It only takes one slide to mess up the whole thing and to get a knock from you.
It does. And
then one slide. Hey, our slides are available on Google Drive for the whole season. If you want them, hit me up. You can have them. A bunch of free content for you and all your Browns fans friends.
It's just, you know what happens, Brian? 900 viewers get slide over to this side. They don't know what's going on. And then they just fall off because they don't know what's going on.
What's up, Brian, with an O? Thanks for joining.
And then we're left with
I also put in some Baker quotes in here. We don't want no scrubs. We have some dogs outside. As long as we don't go chasing waterfalls, we're going to be in the game.
Oh, geez.
You're going to get knocked back, and you have to creep back in.
So he had to. What was he listening to TLC before the freaking game started?
That was his bet. That was his bet this week.
Thing.
He had to sneak in the TLC vibes.
That is
the quarterback room.
Idiotic, and I've had about enough of it.
It's fine, Brian. It's fine.
Everybody, this is half fan cast, half drinking game. When you see the blue line, you all know what to do. That's why they're still in there, Glenn, and take a drink.
I think it's become that. I don't think it was that when it originated. But
this wouldn't be any fun if they weren't there.
I don't have any problem with it.
Glenn hasn't been watching since we've been doing this in 2016.
True.
We don't need to tell him that.
Glenn's
all right, now we go back up to the offense slide.
We don't want no scrubs. We have some dogs outside. Is that what she really says?
Yeah, those are his quotes.
I wasn't really sure about that.
Offensive
is that what Left Eye Lopes says? Or
it's one of them. The quotes are just in there for fun.
Okay. I was just
one slide. Right. Go up to that offense slide. That's defense.
You went the wrong way.
You went down. Jimmy. You gotta go back.
You said go down.
No, you're up 3 now. One more.
Oh,
there we go. There we go.
Because you screwed up.
Right. Yeah. And then the next slide, we're gonna go back down to the defense.
Yeah.
Baker kicked ass. Furry's coming in. Brian with an O's coming. He's gonna yell at us.
Or
he's gonna
Breon.
It's Brian.
It's Breon.
Baker Mayfield kicked ass.
He did.
He is.
27 of 32, 297, and he got everyone involved. Involved.
He did.
What's up, Brian?
And the best part about it was, once again, I love the average per completion. With the exception of Kareem Hunt down at the bottom, who he did exactly. He caught all 3 of his targets. But you got these guys averaging 8 yards a catch, 10 yards, 19 yards, 22 yards. Holy mackerel!
Yeah, it's the same thing. I was like harping
Jimmy,
on
you went
last couple
weeks.
weeks.
The slides.
What? What happened to the slides?
You're back on the quotes.
Oh,
You're definitely
there
going. Keep going. Keep
That's
going.
a boo.
Okay.
No, you're going the wrong
all
way
the way
completely.
up. You got to go down.
You're all the way at the top now.
All the way down. Oh,
Hey,
God.
No, we're at the beginning again.
I hit the mouse. All right, what do you want?
Donovan Peoples-Jones made some catches. Richard probably was the one that stood out. Landry made that awesome touchdown grab
There it
right
is.
there.
There it is.
Hooper came back big.
There you
Not
go.
with yards, but with a catch in the end zone.
This is the Austin Hooper we had hoped to see since the beginning of the season.
It was.
You know,
But
I would love to see that up around 80, 90 yards, maybe 6 or 7 catches.
Right on.
But, you know, he did exactly. He was throwing the ball 6 times. He caught 5. I mean, what are you going to do? What, you cannot argue with that.
And the tight ends together caught 8.
Yeah.
You know, Njoku was in there. Bryant was in there.
He-
So Bryant was holding on to that ball that first catch. Did you guys pay attention to that?
I
He was
noticed
like,
that
I am not letting this motherfucker go.
Yeah, he was the 2 catches that he had both hands on that ball the entire ride.
Nick Chubb, a
Yeah, that's
pedestrian,
awesome.
50 yards on 15 carries, 3.3 average with a touchdown though.
Am I the only one here that thought that was one of the fastest games you've ever watched in NFL history?
Very efficient.
I don't.
It was over
Yeah.
like 2.5 hours.
They had those
Kind
drives,
of.
two long ass drives.
So they
Yeah,
had. So John or both of you guys, they had 2 drives that were over 90 yards. Am I mistaken about that? Or
No.
No,
Okay.
and
So-
both of them, and they never. Not only did they never go out of bounds, they had hardly any incompletions, so the clock never stopped.
right?
And when they ran, I mean, the clock ran that.
It's like the
entire
game
like
just
it was-
kept
and it
going
was
and
over.
going and like, you know.
I mean, that I'd be surprised if that first half wasn't over before 9 o'clock. It had to be. It was probably like 8:40. It was already over. It's like, what the?
Yeah, one of the coolest things was like I got a text from my sister during the game. She's like, "I'm not worried about this at all. I'm not worried. I don't feel my heart is not racing. The Browns are going to win this game." That's how I felt.
Going to be able to go to sleep.
That's
at a
how I
reasonable
felt the whole
time
game.
tonight.
No, I'm serious. That's how.
It was-
Didn't you guys feel like confident the whole game? Like we
The
were going to
only
win.
time I had any concern was the Giants' first drive. They went right down the field, then tried
Yeah.
that stupid play on 4th down.
Besides
And, they
that.
should've and then after
After
that, I
that.
was like, it's over. It's over,
Yeah.
Johnny.
Like we got these guys. Like we have better players than these guys. That's how I felt the whole game.
Glenn says super
yeah.
fast game, felt like the clock didn't stop, and then he also said the 2 95-yard drives for sure.
Yeah,
Of course.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are we looking at? No interceptions in that game, huh? Nothing by the defense?
Nothing.
As I try to throw a
No.
segue.
All right, now do you guys
You-
want to go to the next
just tried-
box score?
I
Okay.
just try.
Ryan with an
tried
O
to
says
get
Freddie Kitchens being Freddie Kitchens on the play calling.
Nice segue.
You know
Nice
you're-
segue, Brian.
You know you're in here. You
I
can say
tried.
that out loud.
I mean, I don't know I have to say it, but
you know, I
Carl
tried to
Joseph, look at
say-
that, dude. 8
We're just
tackles,
amateurs.
2 assisted.
it was
Sheldrick
he-
Redwine in place of Sendejo. We're going to
Fucking
talk about
player of
that
the game.
later.
Carl Joseph, player of the game, 42.
I heard.
Definitely. Yeah.
I heard Sheldrick Redwine's interview today. He played a really good game, and he handled the interview very well too. It wasn't a bunch of stupid canned answers.
I hate that.
What did he
shit,
say?
you
Like,
know?
what was the gist? Like, what did he say that stood out to you?
I think you're just gonna have to look it up. I think you're gonna have to look that up, John, and you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Elijah Lee didn't do anything. Tavier Thomas didn't do anything.
Elijah Lee's in there for one play.
Would
He's
you
a
guys
special
like to
teams
discuss
guy, that's all he
Taki? Anyone? 44.
There is a slide for Taki Taki about his
Yeah.
performance in this game coming up.
All right. All
Just
right.
in case
Thank
you
you.
want to know.
Yeah, but the slides are out of order, so I was
Jacob
sure
Phillips
if,
was in there for Mac Wilson.
I like
What do you
Jacob
guys think about
Phillips.
that?
Yep, I
The
like
rook.
Jacob Phillips,
Two
and
rookie. Well,
and he-
Harrison Bryant did good.
like him. I like Jacob
Phillips did good, and then Harris coming in for Wyatt Teller playing a hell of a game.
Yep, I agree.
Anybody know why he was a healthy scratch?
Who, Mac?
Yeah, because
Wilson?
Yeah.
he whiffed on a bunch of tackles against the Ravens.
Because he fucking sucked the last 2 weeks of the
Okay.
season.
All right.
That has to be the reason.
I mean, all right, Jimmy.
He knew that. It was a loaded question. He knew what he was gonna. He knew what he was getting.
No, I know.
I'm trying to
I know.
engage
He's trying to
you fellas in
instigate.
conversation,
He's trying to
not give me a
instigate.
freaking coronary.
I know how the show works. You know, I know what he's gonna do and what I'm gonna do, so that's fine. That's fine. But I get that. Yeah, fuck off.
Whoa! No sacks, right? Half a sack. So Ogunjobi and Myles Garrett had half a sack apiece.
Yeah.
No
They
interceptions.
really didn't, they really didn't get a lot of pressure on Colt, but a lot of that had to do with the fact that he was throwing the ball 1.2 seconds after he got it.
It was dink and doink all night. So
that was, I mean, and I'm sure that was the Giants' game plan.
All right, you guys
Don't
ready
put
to
him
move
back
on?
there and let
Moving
him hold
on.
the ball.
All right.
Ready. Special
teams.
Oh, you know who I forgot to mention in offense? Dearness Johnson came in and had some good runs.
He did.
Like his little change the pace guy that you like.
I agree.
He did.
I agree. He had 4 catches or four rushes for 24 yards. It's a 6-yard average. That's not too bad,
right?
I mean, granted, one of those
was good.
One of those was 21-yarder. That was
it was
good. It was a big run at the time.
Yeah. So most of the yards came on that one nice run, but
right. The rest were just him helping us eat some more clock.
The kick return still. What is up with Jamie Gillen? Is he hurt? Has he got a groin injury? 40-yard average? This guy was booming them last year.
Well, yeah, maybe it's because they haven't had to punt recently, and he's just standing in the sideline getting cold.
I guess.
Cody Parkey with another missed extra point. How concerned are you guys going forward with Cody Parkey's inaccuracy as of late?
Did you see the Bears playoff game? Did you see him when he was with us? Did you see him with the Eagles?
I'm not trying to go back years on the poor guy, because earlier in the season we were singing his praises. And
I know.
It's like, like I said, at this point we're at it's you dance with who brung you. You don't have a choice anymore. You're not finding someone else now. So that's why I said, let's say if you had to give it a percentage, are you 50% concerned, 25% concerned?
87% concerned.
60% concerned.
87.
If he has to kick over 40 yards. 30%, 40% concerned if he kicks between 40 and 30 yards, and 10 to 15% concerned if he's between 30 and 0.
Guys, if you want that guy to kick a meaningful kick in the playoffs, like, we have one of the worst kickers that you could ask for.
I'm not looking for him. And at this point, I'm not looking for him to kick a meaningful kick in the playoffs. I'm looking
based
for him to make
on his track record
to get us to the playoffs.
Brian, who's right down here with the O, says get a new kicker next year, and he said double doink.
Yeah, double doink. Yeah, we all know that.
Getting a new kicker next year is one thing. We still got a couple games to play and hopefully more.
I'm not worried about the Jets game, and frankly, I'm not worried about the Steelers game.
Well, you know what?
I am worried.
Everybody better worry about the Jets game.
Fuck the Jets game. I'm worried about the playoffs. Worried about the playoff game.
Well, if you're not worried about the Jets game, you're worried about the playoffs. The Jets game could be one of the games that
I'm not worried about the Jets game.
We agree.
You're worried about the Jets game. I saw some of the highlights from last week against the Rams.
The Rams.
Fuck you.
Probably looked past the Jets, and guess what? They fucking lost.
The Rams just lost to them. I am nervous as fuck.
I'm not the Rams. That's the Rams. We are the Browns. We are not going to lose to the Jets. We are going to crush the Jets.
I don't think
they double-teamed Aaron Donald. They double-teamed Aaron Donald all day.
Like I said.
Great.
If you're not
JC Treader,
they're going to do the same thing to Myles
Asthma
Garrett.
And fuck you, fuck off.
Right now, you don't even have to double team Myles Garrett. He's not getting to anybody.
That's because he has asthma now from COVID.
Yeah, fuck the Jets.
He has asthma COVID. Did you see him out there? He can't breathe still.
Jimmy with his tremendous insight. Fuck the Jets. That's all you can say.
Jimmy Kitchens, Tom L. just said Jimmy Kitchens, sounding like Freddie.
All right, if you would like insight on the Jets, I will tell you that the Jets do have injuries on the defensive front.
Okay.
And
they lost Quinnen Williams.
Well, that's one thing I was talking about, but
okay. So what
the
you're
Jets-
saying is what you'd rather look past the Jets and watch the playoffs from home.
Well, I'm telling you, the Jets' run defense is terrible,
right.
and their pass defense is terrible, and their pass offense is terrible.
All right,
the run
listen,
offense is terrible.
Save the Jet shit. Let's do.
They're basically the worst team in the fucking league, dude.
No, they're not the worst
No,
team in
if
the
you
league right
can't
now.
beat 'em-
Jacksonville
Oh, God.
is.
In the middle of a playoff race, then you suck anyway.
Brian with an
okay?
A, this is what happens when you instigate. It's better
Right.
with Kevin.
Don't
Well,
instigate.
We got
what I
four more
wanted-
slides.
what I wanted to.
Listen, I
When
have
I
a
was
slide of
looking-
memes.
The Jets are garbage, man.
Here's what I'd like to
Give
get.
me a break, dude.
I would like to
The
get a little bit
Browns.
more out of Jimmy, other than fuck the Jets.
What
fuck
we're
the
saying
Jets.
is the
Jets are
Browns
garbage.
need to be
All
way
right.
more concerned about the Jets than you think we do.
Hold on.
Jimmy Kitchenberg.
Exactly. Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
I'm glad that we agree for once, Brian.
I am.
with an
I'm
A.
writing. I'm writing down
Oh,
Jimmy's
okay.
score right
So
now.
I-
Browns 80, Jets 2.
I wasn't aware that this became a PFF fucking
Oh,
podcast.
speaking
here.
of, can you go
With-
to the next slide?
Yeah, with
And then you can finish your
analytics
point for sure.
and stats included. The Jets suck. Okay, you're gonna beat the Jets. The whole point is to beat the Steelers in the last week of the season.
We need.
Jim, if we
giving-
lose next week, well, I'm blaming you.
You're
Okay,
giving the
from
Jets
now on-
locker room material.
From now on, every week's show starts at 7, so James isn't sauced by 8 o'clock.
Any thoughts? Any
Right.
thoughts? Any thoughts on Baker's
Colin, you
efficiency from week to week?
You said that we would never make the playoffs like 7 weeks ago.
We're
Who's he?
live.
Who is he yelling at right now?
Brian with an O, typing in any reflections on
Jim's
the
yelling
efficiency.
at our neighbor.
Point spread on the Bengals.
Oh my God, what's Kurt doing? Tell Kurt to call in on his own line.
Oh my
Good
God.
God.
I'm outside. Kurt's inside right now.
All of you should put money
Kurt's
on the
yelling at
table
Jim.
against Jimmy for that game. If he's confident, he should go 5-1 odds.
Okay, the guy Jimmy and the guy that lives on his porch are having some type of an argument.
I don't know if we're
right
going to be
now.
able to go to the next slide.
Well, no, I don't know what.
I
don't
just
know where
thought
we
this
are
slide
right
was
now.
kind of interesting. It showed, Baker's obviously really good against the Bengals, Titans, and the Giants. Next tier was Washington, Dallas. Sucks against the Ravens. He did better against the Ravens the second game, so maybe you look for that Pittsburgh Steelers efficiency rating to increase a little bit towards the end.
I'll tell you what, the one thing and if it gets to that point next week, obviously, the Steelers right now are reeling. They are a terrible, terrible looking football
Do
team.
you buy that? You think they're reeling like everyone kind of believes?
They, what are they doing? Are they faking it? They look
Yeah, I mean,
bad.
they lost to the Bengals.
I mean, they look
Brian
bad.
has a point.
Every
They do look
facet
bad.
of the game, they look bad.
They lost. Who did they lose
Ben-
to the week before the Bengals?
The Redskins.
The Redskins, the Bengals, and who else did they
Oh,
lose to?
sorry, the Washington football team, not the
You,
Redskins.
you can say Redskins.
Good catch. What'd
Do you
say?
guys here, honestly, not to get off topic, but do you guys honestly think that we could actually dethrone the Steelers as number one in the North?
I think we could if they lose to the Titans and we beat them.
That's a scary thought.
It's a good thought. Hey, tell Jim to
It's a good thought, but at the same
go
time, it's a
inside
very
and tell Kitchenberg to move to the next slide.
Okay, hold on.
Please.
What's up, Brian with the O?
What's going on, buddy?
I didn't think that this show was going to fall off the rails this quick. It's good to see you.
What is going on? Can you mute him,
No,
John?
they want you to move to the next slide.
He might be gone.
What?
I think he's changing it now.
Where did he go?
He turned his camera off, I think, probably to yell.
But he was yelling something about a 2-point spread. How could it? And then he just left.
Well, so there was a nice slide.
What happened was, guys, what happened was Kurt went in the house, and when Kurt went in the house, him and Jim started talking, and Jim turned his camera and mic off when they were talking. That's what's going on.
It's Kurt.
All right. Well,
Kurt's the neighbor. It's me, Jim, and Kurt.
Go ahead and make all of our.
So Jimmy lives there. You live on his porch. Kurt lives in his garage.
Pretty much.
Man, am I confused?
Glenn says, "Add Bob Akbar, please, and officially take this show off the rails." I'll tell you what, I'm gonna be rooting against Bob Akbar's team this Saturday. That is the team that I have picked.
Jimmy's back.
Back again. Tell some friends. Next slide.
Oh man, everything.
Tell Kurt to go on Zoom on his smartphone and go in his apartment and dial in 599-401-010.
You know, everything up until the intro of this show this week was perfect. I don't know what happened.
Oh, Twitter, sweet.
It's that Christmas spirit.
Oh man, I love it. This is good. I don't know what that
Bill
means.
Gaelic is watching. Chad Hesse's watching. We have people that have tuned in that haven't tuned in for a long time and or are new. We're not putting our best foot forward.
Hey, well, this will surely keep them.
Baker Mayfield was
in.
the highest rated quarterback. Let's see if I can even get to the slides. Baker Mayfield was the highest rated quarterback. Do you guys know who the top rated members were for the Browns for the game?
No, I can't see the stats.
I would say Baker. Baker Mayfield definitely was one of them.
Taki's got to be up there. Taki has to be up there. I'm just guessing. As much as it pains Jimmy to say it.
Baker Mayfield and Carl Joseph.
Oh, well, that was a given. Carl Joseph was given. I was just trying to go out on a limb.
I'm trying to find that Taki thing I just had. I know it's in the.
All right.
It's in the
slides coming up.
Oh, here we come. The suspense.
25 seconds.
So what we were trying to figure out before, the three teams that Pittsburgh lost to, wasn't it the Bills, the Washington football team, and then the Bengals? Was that guy robbing you? What is going on here?
People have to wear their masks.
I have to move the slides over. To the.
You're doing great. Sione Taki has been a bright spot in limited duty on defense, especially against the run. Run defense, 87.5. Defensive grade overall, 71.1.
Is that where we are with the slides? You're just showing them to us on your phone?
That's where we are.
They're set up.
Oh, this poor Breon Fury,
they set up?
Whatever, joins us this week, and this is what he gets to see.
His name is the same as yours. It's Brian.
No, it says Breon. I'm looking at it right there. And my last name is not Furry.
It's pronounced Brian.
It says Breon. It doesn't matter. This poor guy's never coming back again after this shit show.
He's not, because you're abusing him.
Well,
all right,
I
guys.
appreciate him being here, and I appreciate his picks each week. Why?
Wait a minute.
Can we get to the prediction page?
We gotta do my memes first.
No, hold on.
You don't have to. We don't have to.
We've only lost 2 viewers.
We're already 40 minutes into this shit show, and the holiday season's crazy enough as it is. You want me to get in some points?
You can do that while he gets us there. No, you can do point. Who gets the point?
I'll tell you what. Let me do the points for this past week. You do what you got to do. Then we'll get into the predictions. You heard it here first. Blah 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 blah.
Sounds good.
Last week's game, and a new guy threw his hat into the ring.
One sec.
And it was difficult to award a point this week because
of the margin of victory.
Jimmy Kitchen Klingenberger and his partner, roommate, whatever the hell he is, Mike Verhar, whatever the hell he is, both had 28-14. There was like I said, a new guy threw his hat in the ring, and his name is Dakota Gilbert, and he had 24-17. So the only way I could figure it out was by the margin of the point difference, and Dakota comes in at a 15-point difference, where they were both at 16. So I had to award him the point.
Wow, good job, Dakota. Tom L says, Home Invasion Fan Cast. Patrick, thank you for watching. He says, what's up,
So I'm
fellas?
not the only one that saw that.
No,
The guy
definitely
leaning
not.
over Jimmy's shoulder with the 9 in his side saying, give me your computer. And apparently it worked because Jimmy's gone.
Jim, scroll those slides down to the memes.
I know.
The PFF memes.
And the
You got
question
it.
does Brian, is it Fury or Furry?
Furry.
Does Brian Furry know that he's muted, or he just doesn't want to talk?
Oh,
to
he
us?
knows what he's doing.
No, I know.
much-
I'm muted.
He
How
knows
much
what
lower?
He's a smart man.
He
must have
knows
went to
darn well
BG.
what he's doing.
This a Bowling Green alum?
He's doing an epic troll. No, he's a big Browns fan. He's out in
Okay.
Colorado.
Disaster.
Big Browns fan.
Awesome.
Good for him.
To
Okay,
answer
where
your
we at?
question, I am a Bowling Green alum.
Bowling Green, Ohio, Bowling Green, Kentucky, Bowling Green.
Ohio.
Okay. That is.
Oh, gosh.
That
We have a terrible you heard it here first. We have
Oh,
a
Jesus.
we have a Case Keenum plays in the fourth quarter, unless that means that we're blowing them out by so much that he's in there. That's what that means.
Who said
Tom
that?
P. Tom
Oh, yes, Tom P.
That's
I
what
like
he's
Tom.
saying.
That
He's
is
saying,
totally true.
He's saying
He
we're
would
blowing
do
them out
that.
by so
He would
much.
say that. He would say that.
If Tom P says it, I'm going to put some stock in
And
it
listen,
because he's
Tom P-
usually
Why is
pretty damn
Charles
close.
Barkley's mouth looking like that?
Tom P is our point leader. Are we not doing slides anymore? Are we just rolling
No.
into predictions?
No, we're doing
I
it.
can
We're
make
doing
them
it.
public. after.
Jimmy's watching the
No.
fucking Cavs game over there.
No, TNT was on. I'm sorry. It was my bad.
No more 8 o'clock
Oh.
shows.
No.
Especially not before New Year's next
Holy
week.
Oh, the 8 o'clock is great. Keep it.
Oh, God.
Hey,
Jimmy's completely off the rails tonight.
no,
He's watching
hold on.
the freaking
Wait,
Cavs
I got
game.
this.
Time to switch to Natty Daddy.
No,
Wait. I
Natty
got
Light?
it.
Oh boy. Well, hey, if we're
Okay.
gonna get into some predictions here, Jimmy.
So the only-
you
One
I
thing
put you down earlier, James, for 80-3. Is that what you're gonna go with this week?
Hold on for a sec, dude.
What? One of the things I had on my slide is called the Kitchenberg effect. And what that is what happens is Jimmy K calls out people on the show, like Browns players, and inevitably they actually start playing better. So
They do.
If you don't remember, last year
So-
he called out Myles Garrett, and Myles started sacking everyone in sight, and started out this year.
Jimmy
He
has
also
been calling
said-
out Myles Garrett since the day he walked
He
across
also said
the
he
podium.
needed to see more from Nick Chubb. And Nick Chubb has poured it on ever since he said that. And he has criticized Baker Mayfield. And Baker Mayfield has been playing his best football since week 7 of this year. So, is there a Kitchenberg effect?
No, absolutely not.
He calls them out on the Fancast. They hear it. And they get
Wait,
motivated.
hold on a second. Did you just ask if there's a Kitchenberg effect?
Yeah.
Okay, no, there is not. Oh, let's move on.
Predictions.
I love answering. That guy's trying to steal your computer, Jim.
Sendejo is back. Do we care?
Predictions.
Sendejo's back from what?
His concussion.
Vacation? He hasn't played all fucking
You
season
don't
as far
spell
as I'm
concussion
concerned.
vacation.
I have
All right, so
Sendejo.
do we want to keep Sendejo? Do we want to put
I have
Sendejo in?
Sendejo,
Or do we
right
want to
here.
take Red Wine out?
I
There
would
he
much
is.
rather see Red Wine play. I would much rather see Red Wine. I've seen
I'm
enough
with you.
Sendejo this season to know
You guys
exactly
want
what
to
he
talk to
cannot do.
Sendejo?
And
He's
Ronnie
right here.
Harrison is back.
All right.
Is he going to
Well,
play
that's
this
good.
week?
Yes, he is. Fuck
I
yeah.
would think,
Sheldon
I would think
Richardson's playing.
he's probably on a limited snap
Are
count.
my
right?
slides working?
Get your
No.
predictions in, everyone.
No.
We're going to switch right
They're
to
not?
that.
Motherfucker. Really?
Let's get off.
They're not?
Let's get Jimmy off of this train before he completely derails it.
All right, I got some predictions for you, Brian, if you want to write them down.
I am ready and waiting.
Glenn says
Got him.
Browns 34, Jets 17. Later, dudes.
Ooh, Glenn's giving the Jets a little bit more credit than Jimmy is. Go ahead.
Tom P. Browns 34, Jets 10. Browns win, obviously.
Everyone's starting to see that the Browns average is around 35 to 32 points a game, and they're jumping right on that bandwagon.
We got Patrick.
Patrick.
Or Eric, I should say.
Okay, I got
Browns in a walk, 31-13.
Okay.
I got mine.
Go ahead, Merv.
Go ahead, Merv. If you predict a tie
28
again,
Browns.
you're never. What?
Quiet, Brian. Let me speak.
If,
In the right
say,
spot.
I'm just saying, if you predict a tie again, you're freaking out of here. That's it.
Oh, no. What I predict is 28 Browns, 3 Jets.
All right.
I have a very strong feeling in our defense this game. I don't know why. Just I do.
Hey, am I on the right page? On the right
There's
page.
there's no page there, James.
Jim, there is no page.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
No, I see there is no
It
slides.
says 42-14.
2 seconds.
All right. Let's see. Any other?
Tom P gave his prediction that Case Keenum plays in the fourth quarter. There we go. Slides are back up. You can scroll
right at the
all
beginning.
way to the bottom.
We're right back to the beginning. Perfect.
Patrick says,
I don't know about you guys, but I really do not want to start this episode over.
42's the mic. 42's the mic.
Okay, John, if you were Spalding, if you were a betting man, what do you think your score is going to be this week?
I'll tell you what, man, this is going to be a tough one, but they did lose their defensive tackle, Williams. I am going 27-13. Browns.
Okay. I'm missing.
Tom L has Browns 45, Jets 42.
Is he going to say 45, 42 every week?
Pretty much.
He's
Pretty much.
He's probably laughing right now after he heard you say that.
All right. I would.
Slides back up.
Let me get.
Are the slides back up?
Yes, Jim.
Hey, Jim, shut up. let me get a prediction from Brian Furry there. Since he's sitting there
28-10. 28-10 Browns.
All right. Okay, Jim, you can start screaming again. Or
Brian, my score is 31-17.
You know what the worst part about your prediction is? You said 6 things this whole episode. It was fuck the Jets, the Jets suck, fuck the Jets, and you're only giving it it's only a 14-point game?
Well, I mean.
What is wrong with you, man? Oh,
did you give yours, Brian, with an A?
Well, you know me, I like to elaborate a little bit. I don't just start screaming shit out for no reason whatsoever.
I also like Austin Hooper. That's my guy.
Last week you said he sucked.
I never said that.
Oh my God! You know what? I at this point, you know, the Jets are done being embarrassed. They played a good game against a pretty good team last week in the Rams. They did have a good strategy going in. They didn't let up. They very easily could have just settled for the first pick in the draft, and they've lost it. So what do they got to lose now? They ain't going anywhere else. I like them to be able to put up some points, but definitely not enough points. I like the Browns. I think it's going to be a walk. We should be able to score on them at will. I'm going to go Browns 35, Jets 17.
You heard it here first. We'll see you all next Wednesday. I don't think it's going to be 8. I think it's going to be 7:30.
Oh, it might be earlier.
But we open up with Madeline from Virginia. We're going to close with Michael Pomerantz. Michael Pomerantz, if you guys find him on Facebook, he is a great painter. And he always is in the Muni lot with some great prints of his work and stuff like that. He has, Brian, you have a ton of his stuff. I have a Joe Thomas and a Nick Chubb, and they're great.
I want to say I think I have, with the exception of one that got ruined, and it was a Josh Cribbs.
Thank you, Patrick.
I lost it in a flood. I think every single print that he's ever made.
Patrick, Eric.
He is a fabulous artist, and if you ever get a chance to catch him in a Muni lot, go grab a couple of his prints.
Right on.
Good shout out.
Last slide. Just checking.
Just so
Brian, no plug for 11th hour? Come on.
No, we'll get into that later. But
All right.
next week's show might be at 6. Just to
I'm looking
eliminate
forward
the-
to it.
You heard it here first. Go Browns.
Wait, what
Hey,
I
Hey,
didn't.
everybody, happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you and your
Pittsburgh.
family.
This is for you.
Go Michael Pomerantz.
Thanks for joining us. All right, Thanks Wednesday to night, Brian.
QB's
Thanks to
live in the
Bob.
Muni Lot, and we have with us
Michael Pomerantz.
And this guy, if you don't, is this your son?
My stepson, yeah, Jack Coleman.
Okay, Jack Coleman, Mike Primetime.
If you don't know, now you know. This guy sells the prints that we all have in our homes. You gotta have them. You gotta know what you gotta get. This guy's got them for you right here. Here's what we got. You going to work tomorrow?
This is work.
This is work. So he ain't going to work tomorrow unless you're gonna be here tomorrow.
No.
No? Give us your quick Browns resume. How long have you been coming down here? How long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been selling my paintings of Browns players in the Muni Lot since 2011. I went to my first Browns game in 1966. So I've been here a couple of times.
He's been here a couple of times. 1966, do you remember who it was against?
No, I can only say that I missed Jim Brown by 1 year and the championship by 2 years. So I have never seen a championship, and I'm still waiting.
As we all are. All right, well.
And I also want to say that thanks to great guys like Brian here, who have been big supporters and just fun people, because this is the best place to work in the whole city.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate what you do because I think I have all of them.
You do.
Except for those two right
ones,
there.
Yeah. Get your new one.
I'll see you when you get down
All
there.
right, man.
All right, here's the biggest question, most important question of the day. What's your prediction for tonight's game?
I think it's going to be competitive. It'll come down to how many touchdowns Baker can throw, because the defense is going to have some problems with all the injuries.
What do you think?
27-24 Browns.
27-24 Browns, and?
I'll go with my better half here.
Okay. Well, then, besides Baker and Odell, who's going to play the key parts in today's victory?
I like to think Chubbs is. I don't think they've given him the ball enough.
Chubb seems to be the hot one here.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Right guard. If Baker can stay upright, we got it.
So he's going with offensive line. He's going with Chubb. You heard it here first in the Muni.
On the south side of Lake Erie, there's a place called Cleveland Town. And if you go down there, you better just beware of a team called the Cleveland Browns. They came alive in 85 and 86, they're going for more. Bring on the Broncos, Bengals, Bears, the Dolphins, Steelers, we don't care because we're going to the Super Bowl. They're the best Cleveland Browns, baddest football team around, better than a team should be. They're gonna win the AFC. Now the Browns are known out the league for their fearsome running backs. Nothing could be finer than a run by Ernest Biner and a big Kevin Mack attack. We got Bernie the Kid, and I'm glad we did. He's as talented as he is cool. In the clutch is quite a twosome when he throws to Ozzie Newsome. Brian Brennan, Webster